I want to know what's crazy, man. In a world of chaos, where is your peace? And this is something I've been sitting on for a while now, but it's been really hit me pretty hard this past 2 months or so, where I am experiencing peace and I don't know how to take it. Just because in the past, it's always has been something, right? It's always been. Wow, I just actually probably figured out something right now. I wasn't even expecting this, but I feel like maybe right now in a season of viewing my life, right, and I was just about to talk about the chaotic, quote unquote-ness that I've experienced in the past, and now I don't feel that chaotic feel. But at the same time, there's some things in my life that I could say that will feel chaotic to me currently right now, but the peace of God is over me. I feel like that can be a huge difference. I'm just literally just now, this is just coming to mind while I'm talking to y'all. Because during this peace, it seems boring. It seems like, man, I need to be out doing something. Like, I want to go do this. Like, I want to have this going on and all these things. It's just like, my body is craving loudness. It's creating obstacles, struggle, headaches, negative thoughts, depression, anxiety. Like, that's what my self wants to do in this period of time. But it's because that's what I'm just been so used to. Like, I was conditioned to have certain experiences and go through certain trials in my life, and that felt like so much of the normal, where now when I don't have those things going on, I'm like, is something wrong? Like, am I okay? But I'm really enjoying peace right now, and being okay with where I'm at, and being content with the things that God has blessed me with in the season that has placed me inside of. And it's been an interesting journey. But I do want to encourage you too as well, man, because a lot of times, man, we can be missing these points of peacefulness, like stillness, where God just brings you to a place of the wilderness, when he just grounds you in his presence, or grounds you at a point where now you just start to look at things in a whole nother different manner. You start to ask yourself, man, why did I make that decision? Why did I decide to accept this job? Why did I decide to create this business? Why was I dating that person? Why did I feel insecure about this certain thing? When you start getting to that point where a lot of things start to come to you and you have the chance to actually see them and realize them, bro, that is a blessing. That is not you wasting time. That is not laziness. That's a point of reflection. That's a point where I feel like you start to understand what God's voice sounds like and what your voice sounds like. Understand, like, man, I really have some things in my heart that needs to be pulled out of that thing. There's pride, ego, selfishness, all in there. And I feel like, man, it's just a blessing. It's just a blessing. And just kind of just to go on this too as well. I hope this is on topic for y'all. But I had this same thought too as well, because during those chaotic seasons, or at least when I thought my life was chaotic, my actions were drawn by pain a lot of the times, right? So I didn't like what I was going through, or whatever happened, or, an ex cheated on me, or whatever it was, or my dad wasn't in my life like he was supposed to. And I used to use these things of pain that I used to go through, right, and have these experiences, say, you know what, man, I'm never going to do this again. I'm never going to be at this place again. I'm about to turn up. And I realized that I can't use that anymore. Like, I have to move just strictly on peace and love, and it's different. It's more challenging because I've never had that experience before. But as I'm at this point of life and just trying to make decisions from now, you know what I mean, and making sure that I'm not lying, I'm not stealing, that the thing that I'm creating is from a loving place, it's from a good place. It's not for me to intentionally, focus on the money aspect of the thing, but like, how can I serve first before receiving? Like, how can I plant these seeds before receiving the fruit? And and I'm saying it's challenging because it's just different from what I'm used to, like, everything's first is always money first. So let me just use what I have at a pain. But it's just like, I don't want, my fruit to have any types of substances or additives of nothing of the flesh. You know what I mean? Like, I want it to be purely love. Y'all know how it is when you go to that person's house, right? And something about they mac and cheese just hit different than everybody else. I had some corn casserole the other day, It's one of my guys. His girl made a corn casserole, man, and you could just tell like there was love put into that thing. You know what I'm saying? Like, I know this is always like a funny thing, but I feel like it's true because, man, anger or pain or resentment, when you're applying that pressure and as you're molding something and building something, I feel like a person, at least a person who, you know, who's aware of their self, can feel different things, you know. And man, I want to make sure whatever that I decide to put my hand on next, or whatever that I decide to build, comes from a place of love, not selfishness or anything like that. And it may take longer, you know what I mean? It may be a longer journey for me, and that's okay, because when I'm starting to understand now, man, I want to enjoy the journey of each and every single aspect of my life. I don't want to kind of, you know, I like to say, you know, shut your eyes. At least for me, you know, you had these times when you want to grind or aspire to do something, you kind of cut yourself out from society for a couple of years and you come back. I've experienced it, and I think that's great, but I know I missed out a lot of years during that period of time with relationships, community, people, seeing things within inside of myself, seeing what God is building within inside of me during those periods of times when I decided just to cut my brain off and go fully deep into something. I don't even know how I'm just flowing right now, y'all. I hope y'all cool with that, but that's just kind of been my mindset now, and I want to encourage you to do that too as well. So main two subjects for today, man, is just understanding how to live in a world of peace when you're so used to chaos. And it's just gonna take some time just sitting and reflecting. If you got time today, I don't know what your schedule look like. I'm on a parking deck right now, and I'm probably gonna go sit here and just sit, pray, talk to God, whatever it may be that come to my mind. And as I'm doing this, man, I feel like it's just good for me to be present in this moment, especially with social media, bro. I've been on that thing so heavy, bro. Like, I just had to delete the apps today because I find myself just being entertained with that world more than my actual world, and want to be keeping up with the Joneses. And it's like, bro, you got things to do. Like, you have missions, you have visions and goals that you want to complete. So that's what I got to go after. But I still want to be able to, you know, check in and just kind of share my experiences, because I know it's a lot of people on this earth who's going through the same things that I'm going through, or aspire to be surrounded by like-minded community, you know. So yeah, that's just where I'm at with it, y'all. So it's important with your understanding your present moment. And I got a whole bunch of other videos on that too as well, because how things are moving on to online, everybody would like to isolate themselves more and more, and I feel like that would just be damaging to your mental health. So get around some like-minded community, chill, you know, like enjoy Earth. Like, just start looking at what's around you, and don't be too focused on what's the next play, what's the next plan. Okay, bet I gotta get, you know, 50 more cars or whatever it may be. Like, have your goals, be ambitious. I love that about you, but don't forget about the journey that you're currently being pushed through right now, because those are the things that you go look back when you're 50, 60 years old and like, man, like, I really wish I can relive that again. Instead of thinking about reliving it again, actually live it right now in the present moment. Got me. But yeah, man, I love y'all so much, and I pray that y'all are doing well. I pray that you are aspiring to be great. I'm praying that you have given your life to Christ, and be okay with wherever He decides to place you. Be okay wherever He decides to send you, because when you're being obedient to the calling of your life, man, that is the ultimate success, right? If you can do that, I don't care if you make $20 an hour, $15 an hour. If you can find the calling of your life, and you develop yourself for that calling and put yourself out there for that, and to serve the people God has called you to serve, there's nothing else to do on this earth. Like, you've mastered life. You're the richest person on the earth, you know. So yeah, once again, I appreciate y'all for watching, especially if you're still watching now. God bless y'all, and I hope y'all continue to go, man, and just be great. I want to see something beautiful in this world, man, and it starts with you. God bless y'all, man. I'll catch y'all for the next one. Go on.